check. 1, 2. Hey, peeps, checking in. Hey, I just want to go live here. I was leaving the house. Crypto Hop here. I just need to give you some information. We had this crazy drop. Crazy, I'll call it a market crash, man. There are huge red candles. Now, we're talking about the front line. We're talking about the top four. We got our center, Bitcoin, everything revolves around Bitcoin. Remember, if you're a Bitcoin, I kind of used to be not a maxi, but Bitcoin only. But then I became a hater because 1 or 2x is 100, 200% wasn't very exciting and stuff like that. So, but anyway, backing up, we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. We just had a big dip in the market. Full disclosure, I want to share with everybody. I bought some Ethereum on the dip. I was waiting for it to go below 4,000, but it kind of wasn't. So instead of nickel and dime things, I just wanted to get some more money into the Ethereum, and so I got it. It was above four, probably like $4,100. Same thing with Solana. Was it last night or night before? I had a limit order of like 199, and so it wasn't breaching. It was about 201. People don't get greedy. I've learned. I've made the mistake before where I was trying to nickel and dime it to get the perfect entry point, and it didn't fill. Off to the races, and I missed out. So I don't want to do this time. So I went in. I just picked some Solana up for 202. It should have been 201, but there's always a spread. On the exchanges when you purchase crypto, there's always a spread right there. They got to take their point or two, and so it ended up being like 202.5. So just left the house. Here's what I want to tell you guys. I left, and it's green candles on the daily. I think we hit the support. Okay, so there's clean bounces off support lines and all those projects I just talked about. It's crazy talk. So if you're looking to, I would say this would be, we're looking at green candles. This would be the last day probably to get in because I don't see support level getting broken. We bounced off that support level on Bitcoin's up above 110. Bitcoin kind of took off on a little higher thing. 110 on Bitcoin. Ethereum was up around 4,200. XRP $2.85. It was making a move up. Solana was like at 202 right before I left. So they all had green candles on the daily. Okay, so that's why I wanted to share with you guys. I was all about putting some money in this last week since we had that big crash. I would still, and this is not professional advice. This is me as a personal retail investor who has experience doing this thing. I got kind of wrecked on the last bull run. I made some mistakes. I bought the top and I didn't know it, but I learned along the way on what that looks like to buy the top. We just hit support levels in all four areas, people. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana is what I've been focusing on this last week. All of these guys, what's trading with Mo talks about, these are the four horsemen. I'll call it the linemen, whatever it is. We have to look at Bitcoin as the number one leader, captain of the team. It moved up to 110. Whatever Bitcoin does, the market's going to follow, people. Take note of that. Whatever Bitcoin does, market's going to follow. So buy a little bit more right now if you can. I would say this would be close to the last day of our dip. We should be taking off because historically October has been the biggest cryptocurrency market month historically, year over year. September's been the worst. We're coming out of September, and everything's not perfect. It's not exactly, 30 days in September, and then we go to the first. It's not exact, but we're in a ballpark figure. The fact that what's today, the 28th, and it's a Sunday. So I think next week we are going to start moving things up right here. So um, the name is Crypto Hop. I appreciate you. Is that Ellie checking in right there? Crypto Hop. Thanks for checking out the channel. I wanted to share those couple things with you guys. Full disclosure, I bought some more Ethereum and some more Solana in the last 2 days. Okay, so those are the two things I wanted to point out right now. I looked at the daily charts before I left. We're going to move up. We bounced off those supports. Once again, we bounced off those support levels on those four areas: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP. And I talk about, if you want to get started in crypto, those are the top. You look at the top 5 market cap projects, and you get in right there. So the top 5 market cap projects we got to take a look at. BNB is in there as well. So if you want to get started in crypto, we're about to make a move up, people. There's no guarantees with this trading. When I say move up, I'm not talking about exponentially, but it's going to start moving up and to the right. We hit these levels with Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana, to clarify that. Now, everything follows. We are in major point I want to make right here. Follow the Bitcoin dominance. The dominance level on Bitcoin has been hovering, just traditionally around 60 to 62%. We've moved down to 57% dominance on the Bitcoin, meaning all of the money, the $4.2 trillion in the cryptocurrency market, 60% of it is in Bitcoin only. When that number changes, which it has, starts to move down, we're hovering around 57% Bitcoin dominance right now. What happened the last altcoin euphoria season, when the altcoins just ripped? What we saw was 40 down to 40% Bitcoin dominance. Once Bitcoin dominance gets down below 50%, down towards 40%, that's when we're going to see the money transferring into these altcoins that are going to be ripping. So just get in position, people. There's not much time left. We're in quarter 4 as of Monday of 2025. This cycle has moved out a little bit further because institutional money is coming in. Okay, note that as well. Institutional money has pushed out the business cycle, which is the money and the movement of equities, private equities, and institutional money, could be potentially into Q1 2026 and beyond. Keep that in mind. I just want to share that all with you guys. Hey, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for checking in, people. I really appreciate it. I do a lot of research on this stuff, and I've been trading crypto since 2019, and I've learned a lot along the way. And I just want to share it with you guys, and I enjoy doing this stuff. I do research every single day. A lot more to be said where that comes from. If anything else comes up later tonight when I'm doing my thing, I'll let you guys know. I just want to appreciate you checking in for right now. Crypto Hop signing off. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stretch it out, man. I always say look forward to doing something fun. Have a barbecue, do whatever. Keep that homeostasis calm so we don't get emotional with trading. Get good at technical analysis. Learn technical analysis. It's not more important than fundamentals by any means. I believe that fundamentals can override TA, but TA at times is just as important. Like right now, we are bobbing off these moving averages and these support levels. It's a really critical time, because if we click below these things, we will hit the crypto winter. The crypto winter. I guarantee you right now, we will hit the crypto winter if we dip below these support levels and these 100-day moving averages that are, we're on the precipice. But like I said, I checked before I came out. Green candles moving up. I think we bounced off that support. Pay attention. I'll keep you updated. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Crypto Hop signing off. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.